Hello ladies and or gentlemen, and welcome to an old favourite that I said I wouldn't do anymore, but I kind of feel you guys deserve it because of me, like, being silly and thinking I uploaded stuff and they didn't upload. So, welcome back to Final Fantasy Fridays Extra. I'm not saying it's going to be a recurring thing, just that I didn't get everything mentioned in the full episode. You can go check that out as well. If you haven't watched that, then what the fuck's wrong with you? Go watch that first. Okay, so people have been asking me for Realm Reborn news, and well, I have been giving it because I think since I'm in a huff with Lightning Returns, I might as well do some Final Fantasy Realm Reborn stuff. So, a couple of weeks ago, Final Fantasy 14 went into its beta stages, and I applied. Well, I didn't apply. I got an invitation to go because Square Enix did that sort of. They didn't. They practically gave the beta invitations away for the first phase. The first phase is like an alpha beta, like a pre-beta. Like, I think what they did was when they first did it, it wasn't quite in the beta stage yet, and the beta testers determined if it was in the beta stage, if you get what I mean, and then the phase 2 testers go back and actually test the finished beta for the beta. If that made any sense. The word beta sounds weird. It's a weird word, but so yeah, from what I've seen of it, I started watching it. They did some stuff at PAX East as well, which looked quite interesting. They've got talked about the Magitech armor and new races as well. That lizard thing, was it the ban fuck? I don't know. Ban something. The lizard, crocodile, gator thing, alligator thing, I don't know. I forgot what an alligator was there. I was like, what the hell's an alligator? But anyway, it's the fact that they've been starting to send out invites again, and I think they did get quite good reception from the first phase. Like I said, I didn't want to go. I think they send out invites to all their existing members. I only got an account, and then I played like 5 minutes of it, and I went, look. Even to get the 30 days free trial, I had to give them, well, my dad had to give them their credit card details, and I think you're essentially giving them that's why you buy it, if you want a 30 days free trial. That doesn't mean give them your credit card details. Like, if you want to have a 30-day free trial of a video editor, you don't give them your credit card details because you know you're going to buy it. I don't even know if I think it just automatically takes it away. You need to pay for the characters and your monthly subscription. It's not as big as a scam in an MMO I've ever seen. The War Z definitely tops all online scams. That's just ridiculous. You have to wait 4 hours or pay money to come back alive, and the subscription fees are just stupid. You need to pay for essentially everything. So, yeah, I like to moan, if you can probably guess. So, the next things I'm going to talk about are just rumours. These rumours have been floating about for a while, but they've just started, to actually, people start to make sense out of them. They could possibly be real, but probably not. The first one is that Final Fantasy X HD well, this is rumours, remember, rumoured that it will be getting some DLC. Now, people are thinking this won't be any story-based DLC, obviously, because you can't really do that for a game that was that old. What people are starting to think is it's going to be Blitzball-related things. People have been starting to talk that they're going to be doing. You can play Blitzball in Final Fantasy X, but people have been starting to talk about, because it's in the new generation, and you had to use NetPlay in the old-fashioned days, which was the most unsteady internet system ever for a game, and you had to. It was just for fun, practically, the Blitzball. But people have started been talking about either local co-op for the Blitzball or online multiplayer. Now, if it does go for online multiplayer, it'll be the first Final Fantasy, like main Final Fantasy, to properly have online features. Not an MMO, but online features. I don't know how I feel about this. I won't play it online if it is, because I absolutely hate games that have a campaign and online. I'll play the campaign, that's it. It's like Bioshock 2, the online was terrible. The story was terrible as well in the campaign, but I played online once because when I got it, that was the first thing I did, because I was sort of like a stupid kid back in the day. So when I got that, I played the online, it was terrible. Played the campaign, it was terrible. So nobody won. Bioshock Infinite as well, best game ever. all Final Fantasies have to bow down to Bioshock Infinite. Everyone must bow down to Bioshock Infinite. That's what I'm saying. Game of the generation right there, folks. It is fantastic. Honestly, go by 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. There you go, it's that good. I didn't have online, which I was really pleased about as well. And the Final Fantasy MMOs didn't do too well. I don't think Final Fantasy is a thing that's made for online. I think it's just one of those things, you know, sit down, have fun with, grind and grind and grind, so much fucking grinding. But that's all I need to really do. So the DLC for the Blitzball, I've kind of drifted away from topic, is, people start to think, if they are doing DLC, it'll probably be like new skins, new arenas, new Blitzball. I don't know, I don't really like Final Fantasy X, I just don't care for that much, I'm not excited about it. Yeah, Blitzball, woo. Okay, another rumour for Lightning Returns, har har. Oh, there's ink on me. How did I get ink on me? Yeah. Get off of me, ink. There we go. It's still not away, but that'll do. Yeah, so the rumours for Lightning Returns, like I said in the full episode of this, I said I wasn't too fond of Lightning Returns news, but this is a rumour, and I thought I would like to cover it. Rumour is Serah is to return for Lightning Returns. Rumours, remember people, rumours! I'm not saying this is true, this hasn't been clarified by Square Enix or any other holdings. Serah has been rumoured to return for Lightning Returns. Now, spoilers, as we all know, she died in 13.2. Right at the end, and it caused a little bit of controversy, but I loved the ending to Final Fantasy 13.2. Best ending in a Final Fantasy game, in my opinion, to be quite honest. But, you know, and stuff as well. If Serah does come back, I don't know how I feel about that. The thing is, I don't really want her to come back. I love her. She's a great character. She's a bit flimsy in the first Final Fantasy 13. She's a bit, you know, she's a bit Daphne from Scooby-Doo. She got kidnapped, she died. But didn't really die, but she kept getting kidnapped, turned into crystal, and all this shit kept happening to her, so she was the Daphne. But if she does come back, it's probably going to be something to do with, resurrection, blah blah blah. Or she'll come back in the form of Lumina, which is another character. Or it'll be another Yule scenario. She died then, she dies, never a timeline. It's cruel torture, and that's probably what Lightning's quest is going to be. It's going to be 13.2, but apart from Caius and Yule, it's going to be Lightning and Serah. That could very well happen. If she does come back, this sounds kind of stupid, but I don't like it being that magical, right? Final Fantasy is all about magic and the black arts and all that, but it also has like a down-to-earth storyline to it as well. Like Final Fantasy VII, it was supposed to be set in New York, and in 1999, it's supposed to be set in 1999. It's supposed to be the first Final Fantasy set on Earth, and you know, it's supposed to be the normal game. And the producer, the director, the writer, what was that stutter all about? The director, the writer, something. Basically, sorry, they lost their mother. And Final Fantasy VII was practically a love letter to the mum. And they had no idea it was going to be that famous. That great. That's why Final Fantasy VII was so popular, because it was real experiences, well, not real experiences, but real thoughts, real feelings, real pure stuff in that game. It was just lovely the way it's put together. Fantastic game. Classic, cult classic there, everybody. But Serah comes back. I don't like it being so magical to the fact that it starts going a bit fairy tale. Now, Final Fantasy 13.2 was good because it had a gritty ending, and it was very dark, Final Fantasy 13.2. If you think about it, it was quite a dark game. Dark Step was quite scary when you changed the weather and all that. That was pretty scary. But, yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about that. If she comes back, obviously, it'll be like, that's fine, but it'll ruin the game for me. I don't dislike her as a character. I'm just putting that out there. I don't dislike her as a character, but I just dislike this idea of her being resurrected from the dead, or another Yule story. Yule was good. It was a good story, and the scene where you're in the Augusta Tower with Yule is awesome. And my favourite boss battle ever in Final Fantasy game is the Proto Valsiadam. Oh, it's so fun, the music. Okay, I'll stop. So yeah, if Serah comes back, how will you feel about that? Put it in the comments, yada yada yada. Whatever you want to do, just say it, and I'll maybe even mention it in the next episode. So, the talk for the third part of today, well, second really, is Final Fantasy made for DLC. Now, this idea sort of sprung to me after thinking about the Blitzball DLC that could possibly come in Final Fantasy X. And Lightning Returns, as you know, is getting costume DLC too. But the story DLC in Final Fantasy 13-2 didn't work. Even the producers admitted that, or whoever made the game, even Square Enix admitted that the DLC in Final Fantasy 13-2 was thrown together too quick and didn't work. Sazzy's one was fun, but I didn't like the fact that you couldn't play the card games without being in that Saz timeline. I wish you could play it as Serah and Noel, but you couldn't. You couldn't bet on chocobos or anything. It was just really short, and you did learn about chocolate, and that was a good twist, but you know, I didn't really enjoy it. Snow's one was the most pointless piece of downloadable content I've ever seen. The way they talked about it, right, they said, right, you'll find out about his mission about Fal'Cie. No, we did, as a Lucy, sorry. We'll find out about Snow's mission as Lucy with the Perpetual Battlefield DLC. One, no, we didn't. We didn't know anything about that. All we did was we fought Snow and fought this fucking hard boss, the hardest boss in the game, which gets harder and harder as you level up. So anyway, if you go and grind for an hour, then come back, he's going to be more powerful. So all that grinding he done was pointless. Valfeder, his name was Valfeder. Yeah, so you fought Snow, you fought Valfeder, then it ended. Snow went away, withered into the dusk, presumably died, hopefully he died. That sounds terrible, but I don't like Snow. Well, okay, he can live, you know, I'll give him that. But we learn nothing about his task as a Lassie. We learn, I thought it was going to be his backstory. It was going to be how Snow got branded again so he could go and find Lightning, get his powers and all that. But no, you fought him, 2 measly battles, 1 cool cutscene. Then that was it. Pointless. Lightning's one took forever. The fact that they tried to make it a new game mode was annoying. Like, you could go back and fight Caius if you wanted to. But the fact they tried to make it something it wasn't was incredibly annoying. I just think that because there was no way you could have won it the first time, second time, you know. So the only thing you could do was grind and grind and grind and grind. Once you're grinded enough to do grinded enough to defeat Caius, then it transforms into some big fucking huge bat thing. You need to grind even more to defeat the big fucking huge bat thing. If you get 5 stars, you can keep Lightning in your party for the rest of the game. Yay, even though you've already completed it. But if you want to go back and grind even more, another game, you've got Lightning in your party to grind with you. Now, the 5 stars weren't that hard to get. All you had to do was, it wasn't about, it did this well. It wasn't about how quick he did the battle. It was about how he did it, how well he did it, how much use of the paradigms you did. I think you had to use them all at least once to get the 5 star. Like, you had to use Knight, which was like the tank, and the Paladin was it, which was like the commando, I believe. So yeah, the Knight was the tank, the Paladin was the commando. I don't know, Paladin, I don't know. I really don't know. You got the Shaman as well. Can't remember the other ones, but you know. We were rewarded, at least we were rewarded with a bit of story for that one. And a creepy scene where Serah cried this weird oily stuff. But let's not talk about that. Spoilers. We were, you know, granted a bit of the story, the battle that we didn't see. It was nice as well, it was nice and sunny and everything. I expected it to be all dark, like Valhalla-ish, but it was nice, it was sunny. So yeah, and also you had your costume DLC, you had Commander Shepard stuff, you had everything else. Costume DLC was pointless, and the weapons DLC, and the monsters DLC. There was a cut piece of DLC which was Hope's story. Now, I don't really like Hope. This story did sound interesting. Halfway through the game, you get to a point where you find out Alyssa's trying to assassinate Hope. She's done a deal with Caius, Alyssa's the bad one. I think you either played as Hope or Alyssa, but you have to go around answering these questions and find out about Alyssa plotting to kill you and all that. And you find out at the end, then that's when she goes away and she's erased from time and all that. And the guy that fancies her outside, blah blah blah. And Snow's one was originally meant to be set in the Arkle Steppe and was meant to be a game where you went about on a motorcycle collecting things. Now, if that was... Okay, Perpetual Battlefield sounded better than that, okay? I think they made Perpetual Battlefield in a week. I don't think they had any of the DLC done for the time of the game coming out. I just don't think they did. So, to conclude, Final Fantasy is not made for DLC. They just kept getting it wrong and wrong and wrong. Granted, some of the weapons are alright, but none of them are that good. They don't really help that much. The costumes are cool. The Mass Effect ones were alright. But, released around the same time as Mass Effect. So they said, oh, let's throw in Shepard. Let's fuck you and give us your money. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for... Oh, I just broke this chain thing. I'll just throw it on the ground there. Thank you very much for joining me on Final Fantasy 12 Extra. I'm not promising it's going to be regular. Just wanted to talk to you a bit more. So, from myself, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in due course.